think it was just shocking. We didn't really expect to win at all, and we didn't write a thank you speech, and we were just excited to be there. And when they said our name, we didn't even know how to get to the podium, so it was just kind of, I don't even remember. It's a lost moment in my history. I don't remember it at all. Yeah.
Mass confusion.
Historical.
Did we hear? Was there a glitch in the loudspeakers that we heard the wrong name, possibly? But I don't know. Our fans are awesome. So the first thing that came to my mind, well, actually, when I saw it again that night, like it was really unreal, and I just remember like seeing the dumb expression on my face that I had no idea I looked so retarded, but it was totally real, and I didn't know if I was hearing wrong. I didn't know where the stage was, so it was really amazing.
I think that, I don't know, Patrick should probably talk about our real musical influences, but I think that in general that Chicago, when you think about like jazz or whatever you think about Chicago, I don't think that that probably particularly pertains to Fall Out Boy. But the cool thing about being from the Midwest is that you don't really get a lot of attention from the music industry, and so I think a lot of bands that are from LA and New York have A&R guys at their first show, and you kind of start believing your own hype, whereas when you're in the Midwest you can marinate for a little bit longer, and I think it allows bands from Chicago to have kind of a unique sound. Like us or like Alkaline Trio or Academy is. There's a lot of bands.
When I watch stuff like that on TV, it doesn't like. I just don't think it's real. I still feel like I'm watching TV. You know, I watch it and I'm like, that's me, but I'm just watching TV. It was just only weird when I was there. I mean, I usually don't end up seeing even like anything that we do on TV because I don't even have cable. So.
As far as musical influences, I think we all come from four very different backgrounds, but where we meet up has a lot to do with Fall Out Boy, and we meet up at like Lifetime and the Descendants and Green Day and Gorilla Biscuits and Quicksand, Refused. But I think there's other stuff. You know, I mean, we listen to metal, we listen to hip hop, we listen to R&B, we listen to jazz, we listen to Britpop, we listen to new stuff that's coming out from younger bands or whatever. So I think that's what makes Fall Out Boy, I guess.
It's like the only thing that's changed is what goes on around Fall Out Boy. I feel like since we've been considered, breakthrough or whatever, since people have been calling you the next big thing, I read on the internet, and lots of times people will kind of idolize us or make us out to be these saviors of pop punk or whatever this is, and other times they kind of vilify us and demonize us as the people who are ruining everything. And then you kind of meet us at a show and you realize that we're probably four of the most ordinary people you'll ever meet in a really extraordinary situation. So I don't know, come meet us at a show. Fall Out Boy's just never been about goals or anything. It's just not really our thing. So like it's just a snowball that kind of just became bigger and bigger. We never really had a plan to go anywhere.
The band started kind of by accident, because...
Well, like, I was like, kind of like doing this weird band. I asked Pete to be in it with me, and then we decided that the band sucked and that we wanted to do something that wasn't heavy. We were just doing heavy bands, and we were sick of it. So we wanted to do something that was just in a completely different genre. And we kind of like started going about doing this band, kind of taking it as a joke. I met Patrick by mistake at a Borders. You can talk about that a little bit if you want.
Oh, no.
You were a mistake.
Yes,
Mistake,
I'm an absolute
man.
mistake.
My favorite mistake.
It's the best mistake
man.
ever. But yeah, it was
My favorite accident.
I met Patrick at Borders, and then me and Pete went over to his house one day and he played us a bunch of Saves the Day songs on acoustic guitar, and he sang, and it was really awesome. And then we met Andy. We got Andy from Stork.
Yeah. I've known Pete for like 8 years. We did hardcore bands together, so they eventually needed a drummer for a tour. I was like going to school full time in Milwaukee, and I think, I was just super busy with other bands, so I wasn't able to be in it right away. But, they had always been considering me, probably, I'd assume. I mean,
After we got Andy, we became...
most girls
a real
and
band.
guys, consider me, they want me in their life, so I'm used to that.
No, we're not in a few with the Killers. I think that things get blown out of proportion all the time. You write about one thing on the internet, and then it's just like the .coms refresh on the journal update and kind of freak out. And I think that both probably my band and the rest of the Killers would say about Brandon that we have big mouths and we run them way too much and don't speak with we speak all the time without thinking, just like what just happened. So the day's awesome. I think it's cool because we got to come in this room, and usually people kind of try to put like a little bit of a leash on us and try to have us play exactly how we play on our record, and we're just not very good at it. We've sat down in a room before and tried to do it before, and it just doesn't happen. So it's more fun to just emote and react to the music and kind of do what Fall Out Boy has just always done, and we appreciate that you guys like let us thrash stuff in here and kind of whatever. It's fun.